done a single piece of fitness, not even post about it, since I sold my gyms 6 years ago. And so he's like, I think we should put something out. What's up, YouTube? I'm here with Stan Efferding, the man, the myth, the legend. I looked up to Stan for a really long time, and I still do in a lot of ways. An amazing business person, an amazing fitness person, and just an amazing human overall. I've never heard anyone speak poorly against him, which is...
You never talked to my wife.
Yeah. Stan was kind enough to invite Layla and I out to do a leg day with him and his crew out at Sin City Iron. I think you're gonna love the video.
We're gonna do a little leg day today. We just kind of warm up and get our knees hot. Maybe some hamstring curls and sled drags just to get the legs warm, get the heart rate elevated. And then we like to jump on the leg press and kind of dump it all into there and maybe finish with some extensions and curls. Maybe 10 sets.
Total?
Total for leg.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe...
Nervous. You probably go heavier than I do. I do more sets and I probably just...
Yeah.
Because I just don't train heavy anymore. I just don't. These guys do. Just go after like a good
Get
pump.
a good pump,
Yeah,
keep the rest periods reasonably short.
Alex was worried at first because I have this reputation of training hard, but he was pleasantly surprised to find out that I really do kind of a lot of low fatigue stuff now. For many, many years, I tried to do too much and train too hard like I'd always done, creature of habit. And I would end up just being exhausted for 3-4 days after that, brain fog and joints sore, etc. And I'm just trying not to do that to myself anymore, so.
Cardio.
That's good, I think we're pretty warm. Heart rate's up.
Yeah.
We're just gonna build up to a couple really good top sets on the leg press.
You doing 20?
Yeah, we're just getting warmed up and I think we'll jump into 20s, a couple top sets of 20. The big thing about 20s is you don't want to go from 0 to 100 on air. So you gotta get your heart rate up.
I had a big commercial gym that was just attached to my house in Austin. And so Layla and I are gonna probably end up in the warehouse, but yeah.
I do a lot of stuff that's more muscle focused. I don't mind having a lot of muscle soreness. I don't like joint soreness. I don't just like general fatigue, and so.
Mine are not gonna look as nice as yours.
It's funny because I got the worst legs in the group. You know, I run a meal prep company, so we had to shut down production. Yeah. And so I got hunting for another meal prep provider to make the meals. Out of the blue, I guess Todd called a friend of mine and said, hey, what's going on with Stan? And said, have him call me. Which is super cool of it, you know?
What are you occupying your time with?
Posting this vertical diet stuff, yeah. And then of course the meal prep company was doing well until this little hiccup. And it's having a hard time getting seminars back up and running. Because it's not just the fee for the seminar, it's the flight and hotel.
Yeah.
So.
Try to meet up at least once a week.
Yeah.
Knock out a good leg day.
If you get one good leg day a week, you can do a lot else wrong.
You do the fluff by yourself.
Yeah.
Done with the high energy stuff, now we're just gonna stick with the pump.
When I was on this podcast, the guy's like, if I don't train hard in the morning, like, I have a terrible day. I was like, if I train hard in the morning, I guarantee a terrible day.
You should be refreshed, you know,
Right,
you shouldn't
in
be
theory,
crushed.
yeah, right.
I use a greater range of motion with the knee angle as opposed to hip loading. We do a lot of higher repetition stuff, 15s to 20s, shorter rest periods, get the heart rate elevated. And even when we do squats, I try and do, say, a higher bar.
Yep.
Today was kind of the Kabuki transformer bar with the weights forward, so it feels like a front squat.
Feels great.
Elevated heels, more elevator style rather than loading the hips.
I got up to 250. All my joints were just murdering me. I'm like pulling my leg out of the car to
the weight itself, the body weight itself, you're tired.
I go on a walk with her and I get a back pump. Abs I can do.
Let's reduce the fatigue. Let's do mostly concentric work. Let's do a lot of sled drags, more leg extensions and leg curls.
20s.
And they find, like I find, if you maintain all of your size, a significant amount of your strength, with much less fatigue that would impact their sleep and their general sense of well-being, their energy.
Only calves?
Only. Oh, I don't have my thing on.
And it just takes away from that quality of life.
That felt spicy.
We did that today. It wasn't easy.
No,
It's still a
but
bit
it
of
was
deep
worth
water.
it.
You know, it's a lot of great pumps.
Oh, yeah.
But now we'll find that we'll be refreshed
Yeah.
the rest of the day today and tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
How we feeling?
Bigger. Bigger and weaker. We'll see how walking looks.
I'm not terribly good at this social media internet stuff. This whole vertical diet fitness industry thing kind of took on its own life.
Yeah.
And I did really well for a number of years.
Yeah.
The meal prep company was doing decent. I had to shut it down. The value of the name is still monetizing. I'm going to restart the meal prep company under Icon. I'm going to come out with the Vertical Kids ebook. I've got like 120,000 YouTube followers. I haven't made a YouTube video. My problem, my wife says you're comfortable because I made some money in prior ventures. You know, I don't have any debt.
This is how I would look at it. Just take what seems meaningful. If I were in your shoes and I owned the IP and I were in the exact same position, I would probably start with looking at like what's the highest value I can provide to a person, and then kind of working backwards from there. I would be leaning more towards certifications for B2B. You already have this IP in vertical diet, and so wouldn't it be great if you can just sell that IP or license it to hundreds of people at no incremental cost, and then those people become the affiliate base that then train clients rather than like
Vert certs.
Vert, that sounds great.
Certification
I love that.
classes where I would teach them how to use vertical diet with their clients.
Yeah.
Co-authored by an RDN PhD so they can prescribe the diet.
That's great. If I were like, how do I get this to $1 million a month? That's what I would be doing. I would build an affiliate army, and you already have such raving fans. You'd be like, hey guys, like we're putting out the Vert cert. Maybe the first 3 months is like the teaching of how to coach, and the other 3 months is more like a little bit more business acumen to help them sell clients. It's just LTV to CAC is just higher virtual. The conversion's half, but the cost to get them in the door is a fifth. So it doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. They could sell the ebook, but you just say like, hey, just sell everybody the meals. Cool, I've got my recurring through the meals, and I've got this big, super high margin licensing product on the front end, and then you don't need to do nearly that much volume. Like from a promotional perspective, we can do 4 things. Like we can reach out to people one-on-one, we can hit lists, so mass blasts, make organic posts, which is like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, or we can run paid ads. I like having the simplest business model possible, and certify people, then evangelize the masses.
People don't just get one cert.
When I was a trainer, all I did was collect certificates.
Dude, everybody collects certs.
Like embarrassing almost how many I had.
So you can change the description on every video you have with one click, because they're still getting views every day. Whatever is right here before you click see more is kind of like above the fold. Attention fitness professionals who like love the vertical diet, I'm now taking a handful of guys and personally certifying you on the entire process. Click here to watch. They go to the webinar, they watch a 30-minute clip, that way they're qualified, they understand. They schedule a call, and then you can sell the cert for probably 10 grand. I think that would be an appropriate price.
When the student becomes the teacher, it's just supposed to be a leg workout. That's all it was. Thank you, brother.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks for taking me through the ringer.
Thanks, guys.
You do look great.
Ahead of father time.
You really are.
Take care.
Still have some strength in you.
It's gonna satisfy that itch that everyone's got for seeing the fitness
fitness
content.
stuff.
But now they're gonna want more.